I met my husband, father of my oldest child, Al B. Shore, when I first arrived in New York. It was a romance straight out of a fairy tale. I was only 19 when I got married. As you already know, we didn't make it. But Al is still one of my best friends to this day. Our son is such a talented and wonderful young man. I had no idea that my relationship with my ex would lead me to a man I would spend most of my adult life with. A man I would love, but eventually fear and despise. I must admit that even though I saw the signs, I often chose to turn a blind eye. The truth, I can no longer hide. I knew what was happening, but I lied to myself over and over again. He was so charming, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Telling this story will hurt my children, but it must be told. When I first met Sean, at the time, he was just another guy at the label. Uptown Records was huge, and we were all living our best lives. But Sean kept turning on the charm, and before I knew it, we were dating. As a young single mom working at one of the hottest companies in the world, life felt like it couldn't get any better. Then it did. My boyfriend's star was rising even higher. Sean and Clive were working on building Bad Boy Records, and Sean had some big hits with his artists. He signed Craig Mack, and then some rapper from the West Coast called Notorious B.I.G. to help develop Chris's career. He was collaborating with the biggest names in hip-hop. Sean asked me to do it again. It was insane. He said, "Baby, I can't stop thinking about it." I was confused, so I asked, "What the hell are you talking about?" He continued, "I just can't stop thinking about that night. It was amazing. Can you screw me one more time, please?" That set me off. I snapped back, "Why don't you go to Clive? He's the one screwing you, isn't he?" And then, out of nowhere, Sean hit me. It was the first time, but he slapped me hard. Before I could even react, he started to beg, I'm sorry." Holding my cheek, still in shock, I turned and ran off. That should have been the end of it,